Hi everyone, Vegas Film Critic here, Jeffrey K. Howard here to give a recap of the Turner Classic Movies Film Festival in Hollywood, California for 2017. I just got back and check out the swag bag that they gave to the media. Just want to talk about the festival, what I saw, the things I experienced, see some of the cool stuff that they gave me. I haven't really looked in this. I didn't go the last 2 years because scheduling conflicts. I just couldn't go. So this year I really made the effort to go, and it all worked out really well. I even palled around with my fellow film critic here in Las Vegas, Josh Bell, who is the critic for the Las Vegas Weekly and a ton of other stuff. Josh Bell hateseverything.com. Check out his website. He's really a good writer, even though sometimes his opinions are pretty invalid. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so I went in, I got to LA, we drove out there, my roommate went with me. He didn't go to the festival though, but I hate driving to LA alone. So we drove out to LA, I stayed with a friend out there who literally lived maybe 1.5 miles, 2 miles from Hollywood, in Hollywood, where all the festival was taking place. You know, the Egyptian Theater, the El Capitan, you know, where all that is, you know, the Kodak Theater, and the Chinese Theater, where all that, the multiplexes are, that's where it all was happening. And the Roosevelt Hotel, which is across the street, you know, where they had the first Academy Awards, that was, you know, ground central for everything with Turner Classic Movies. They had the TCM Lounge there. They had all the lectures there, everything. That's where you went to go to get everything. That was our headquarters. So I went over there, and what is this they gave me? I think I got a poster here. Check that out. I haven't looked at it yet. Now look at this. This is crazy. I don't drink. You know, I'm a sugar fanatic. I got a sweet tooth. But look, they gave this cool Alfred Hitchcock, look at that, Vertigo bottle of wine. Is that cool or what? And it says here, TCM Wine Club. I see the commercials for that, but I'm just like, I don't drink. Why can't they do a soda club or something like that? Anyway, isn't that cool? I'm going to put that in the background so you'll see that part of the set. Oh, we'll set that over here. And there go my glasses. What else we got here? We also got, you know, the Now Playing guidebook, which is really cool. I use, you know, online. And also here's the program. But they had the most amazing app. I mean, I never looked. This is cool. It's got all the descriptions, you know, all the films and everything going on. But I use the app. I mean, the app is just fantastic for scheduling, for everything. I just couldn't believe how well that did. We'll see what else is in here. They also give me let's see what's in here. I got 2 guidebooks. Why is that? That's weird. And this thing is, come on. We got a cool film struck, which is pretty cool. That's TCM's on-demand classic film app. Sorry, my camera just died. I hate this Sony NX7. I just hate it because it says it overheats. If you know this camera, I hate it. Can't wait to get a Canon, the 70 or whatever. I can't wait to get a new camera. Anyway, final thing in the Turner Classic Movie swag bag for the media. Kirk and Ann, Letters of Love, Laughter, and Lifetime in Hollywood. So letters from Kirk Douglas. So this is pretty cool. Also TCM Boutique, which is pretty cool. All right, so that's the stuff they gave me. Now let's go over what happened at the festival and tell you all the cool things I did. I got my glasses here handy because I got my notes over here because I can't remember, you know, entire 4 days, everything I did off the top of my head. Have to have some sort of structure. First of all, the theme of the festival is make 'em laugh. And so they celebrated a lot of comedy. And they had a whole different range of comedies, you know, from, you know, different decades. And the one that I looked to forward most was It's a Mad, Mad, Mad World at the ArcLight Theater, which is this incredible dome theater, the Cinerama Dome that's been there for many, many years. And it premiered It's a Mad, Mad, Mad World there. So, and they've had Cinerama film festivals there before with How the West Was Won. This is Cinerama, you know, Cinerama Holiday, all of those things. But to see It's a Mad, Mad, Mad World, you know, in the theater where it premiered with an audience, it was so cool. I mean, I just had the best time watching that. I've seen that movie 100 times. I've tried to meet every cast member back in the day, you know, when they were still around. Also, they had a lecture beforehand of the guys who showed the special effects of the movies and showed the stuntmen and stuff you've never heard before, stories and pictures. So it was really cool to see them, you know, giving us a behind-the-scenes look of something we've never probably heard of before with all those aspects of it, and then show the movie, which was beautiful. Just this gorgeous digital projection. I mean, I was just having a good time. And of course, we lost Robert Osborne, and he was the lifeblood, the heartbeat, the identity of Turner Classic Movies. So the festival was really paid a nice tribute to him. We had all the stars that came out, and all the film critics came out, and they had movies that were his favorites, and they did Remembering Robert Osborne. They had a inside the lounge at the hotel. You could like write a memory to him and a thank you, which I did, because, you know, he was the voice of Turner Classic Movies, and it's just real shame that he's not going to be there anymore. And to hear his insight, and because he was there, that's that's what I love about him. It's not like he just loved classic film. He was an actor. He knew all these stars. He grew up in the industry. He was, was a Hollywood Reporter or Variety. He was a journalist. So when he spoke of these things and these movies, he was there. So that's what gave that connection, that credibility to Robert Osborne. But the festival really did a great tribute to him, and he will be missed. Now, the opening night movie and red carpet event, usually I'm not really interested in, but this year I was. It was In the Heat of the Night, and, with Sidney Poitier and Rod Steiger, and it's just one of my all-time favorite films. I must watch that movie 4 or 5 times a year. It's just incredible film, and if you haven't seen it, shame on you. You got to check it out. But I couldn't get tickets to the event. I couldn't get on the red carpet. I was going to get a camera crew and do all that. I just couldn't get in. So I was really disappointed that Turner Classic Movies denied me, denied me the red carpet or even see the movie, which, okay, I understand. I'm getting upset because there's only so many seats and there's only so much space on the red carpet, I know. But for a movie like that, with Sidney Poitier walking the red carpet, I was really disappointed. But you know what? Man, I'm disappointed. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But they made up for it because the theme of it, make them laugh. I got to see Mel Brooks introduce High Anxiety. And High Anxiety, if you haven't seen it, shame on you. It is the tribute he did to Alfred Hitchcock and a spoof of all his films. And I saw that movie when I was 11 years old in 1977, same year as Star Wars, over and over and over. And years later, I didn't understand any of it. I could appreciate the humor though as a young boy. But he came out on stage with Ben Mankiewicz, and for like an hour to introduce the film, all of a sudden they just kept going and going. Mel just talked forever. All these stories with Alfred Hitchcock, him approving the script or him seeing all the gags, watching, the Psycho tribute scene in the movie, the takeoff on that. Also, he just told all these Hitchcock stories that I've never heard before with the making of High Anxiety. So that was a real treat. And Mel Brooks is coming to Las Vegas in June at the Encore Hotel, and I'm going to be there to see that show, I'll tell you that. Some of the other films I saw, there were so many, and I wasn't one of these crazy people that try to see 6 movies a day. Sometimes they overlapped, and so I saw Monkey Business, with the Marx Brothers. I'm a big William Holden fan, my favorite actor of all time. They showed a print of Stalag 17, which was the basis they took off for Hogan's Heroes, the comedy show with Bob Crane. So I've seen these movies 100 times, a lot of these movies, but there were some I really wanted to see on the big screen with an audience because it changes everything. Cheating over here. Also, I saw Cock of the Air, which was this pre-code Howard Hughes film from 1931, and it was restored in part by the UNLV Department of Film and the Howard Hughes Collection here in Las Vegas at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. So I thought it was pretty cool. So I saw that, and the making of that film, they found the edited scenes that were out because of censorship, and they found the soundtrack, so they had to re-score it, and they had to redo the dialogue with modern actors. So it was really cool, and it was really interesting how they did that. And you know what? It works seamlessly. Now, I miss Michael Douglas. There was a tribute to him. I couldn't get over there in time, and just some of these things didn't work. Also, I missed Red River. Oh, John Wayne, a 35mm nitrate print. I missed the screening of that. I could have gone to that, but I missed it. I can't remember why I missed it. Also, The Jerk, Carl Reiner and Mel Brooks got their hands in front of the Chinese theater, but Carl Reiner also introduced The Jerk. He directed that film. I missed that too. So there's some things I really regret not seeing. Also, I love the lectures there. I go there for the films, but I really love to see movie stars or film critics or just some of these seminars, these symposiums that they have. I saw one on the history of subtitles, which was so fascinating. And I went in thinking, well, this is going to be kind of dumb. Who wants to? But it wasn't. It was totally fascinating how the evolution of subtitles started at the beginning of film and where they ended up today, and how they're translated, and how there's different meanings and how to make them accurate and not to translate every word that they're saying. Also, Leonard Maltin was there, and he talked about his life. I mean, he's one of my idols. The reason I became a critic is because of Leonard Maltin. I have his book still from when I was like 10 years old, of Mice and Magic, the great Hollywood comedians. I mean, he's just brilliant. His movie book I bought every year. So Leonard Maltin, also Dick Cavett was there selling his book and doing a book signing and speaking of all these great stories of Betty Davis and all these great Hollywood legends. And I love Dick Cavett. I loved his show since I was a little kid. He's just one of these storytellers that you could listen to for hours. Also miss Planet of the Apes poolside. The Roosevelt Hotel had these poolside movies. They did Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and they did Planet of the Apes. But I just didn't get over there. I wanted to see it. And I heard Dr. Zayas was there. Someone was in full makeup, so that was pretty cool. I want to check my notes one more time. Anything else that I forget? No? it was a good time. It was really fun. It wasn't stressful this year. I pretty much got into any movie I wanted to, which was surprising because Josh Bell, the critic from The Weekly, he told me that, I didn't go the last couple of years. He said a lot of films he stood in line for hours, he never got into. So there was a lot of grumbling and I guess people in the past. But this year, I didn't see any kind of problems whatsoever. It was a lot of fun. I still don't like a lot of the festival swag they had for sale. It was all, they needed someone more hip and something cooler than that because I didn't buy anything. I love the bag here, but there was just stuff there for sale I didn't want. Even the hats didn't kind of, get me to spend $30 on. They need better memorabilia. They need better merchandise for next year's film festival. So if you haven't gone, see you there next year because I'm going again definitely next year. Turner Classic Movies Film Festival every spring. They also have a sailing ship. One of those cruise lines we can go on that too. I haven't done that. It kind of freaks me out being trapped with a bunch of film fanatics on a ship though. Anyway, check it out. I'm going to, what was I going to do? If you go to my Facebook, I'll post some pictures. I'll post a whole album of all the pictures I took during the festival, and we'll go from there. So it was so cool. So sad to see it end. So sad. All right, for more reviews and interviews, surf on over to my website at vegasfilmcritic.com. Also, check me out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I'm really digging Snapchat. Also, I want to thank Daddy-O's. I'll have a link down below. If you like all the shirts I wear, you can get them with 20% off. That says Vegas Film when you check out. You can use that as the coupon code. And they have some great shirts. Look at this. I love it. Thank you so much, Daddy-O's. Also, please subscribe, comment below, thumbs up, and share. I'm Jeffrey Howard in Las Vegas. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.